Hello student, we shall continue the biomolecules. In the last episodes, I have told you that the molecules which we get from any living is called biomolecules, and also told you that when a living thing is crushed and mixed with trichloroacetic acid and then filtered, those molecules which are filtered, that is, these are filtered, and this filtrate is called acid soluble pool, and those which are non-filtered, that is known as agitated or acid insoluble pool. And this is a cheesecloth. I have already told you that those molecules whose molecular weight in between 18 and 800, that is filtered, and whose molecular weight is above the 10,000 Dalton, that do not filter. Dalton is the unit of molecular weight. Now, in the acid insoluble parts pool, we get protein, polysaccharides, lipids, nucleic acid, like that. Although there is a question asked that lipid has molecular weight about 800, then why it does not filter? Its answer is that although the lipid has low molecular weight, but when it crushed in the pot, it breaks down, and with the help of cell membranes and others, it forms a vesicles. And due to that, it becomes bigger in size, and that's why it does not pass through the filter paper, and so it is found with the acid insoluble pool, means as a retented. Understand? Now we see what's the found we in the acid pool. Generally what we get is in the biomolecules. Actually we get the molecules having functional group, such type of molecules whose functional group are aldehyde, ketones, amino group, etc. Such type of compounds whose functional group, about the functional group you will study in your chemistry. So such type of compounds will found. Understand? And in the other way we can say that this may be amino acids. Understand? Monosaccharides, fatty acids, nucleotides, etc. we get. Means chemically they have such a, but biologically they are, maybe that is biological compound, that is amino acids, monosaccharides, fatty acid and nucleotides. Such type of compound, etc. such type of compound we get. Now you see what is the amino acids. Amino acids. You know that protein is the composed of amino acids, and all the amino acids are of many types, but the protein which we get, that is made up of 20 amino acids. Understand? Means so 20 amino acids are. So now what is amino acid? It says that it contains two groups. One is amino plus acid. Acid means that is carboxylic acid. Acid means that is carboxylic acid. Amino, that is NH2 group, it is called amino. Acid, COOH group. These compounds, those compounds, there's amino for having two functional group. One is amino and next one is carboxylic acid or COOH. So such type of functional group is added to the methane. You know that is methane. It is the methane. Understand? So now it is the methane. Now you see that if you add H, COOH, understand, and this is amino group NH2, so it becomes an amino acid. So it becomes an amino acid. Understand? So we can say that amino acid derivatives of methanes, in place of H, for the general formula we can write this is argument that maybe alkyl group, you know that CnH2n plus 1. This is the alkyl group. If n is equal to 0, then R is equal to H. If n is equal to 1, then R is equal to CH3, that is methyl group. If n is equal to 2, then it will be C2H5, that is ethyl group. So in this way, the alkyl group change and different types of amino acids are formed. Understand? So we can say that with C in the amino acid, the C contains their 4 bonds. One is COOH, one is NH2, third one is H, and fourth one is Alkyl means here any alkyl groups can added, and by the addition of alkyl group the name and the nature and the name of the amino acid change. Thus I have seen that functional group, that is the next this is the normal general formula of amino acid. If alkyl group is H, means that formula will be such type, and that name is glycine. If the CH3 methyl group, then that will be this will be alanine. So in such a way that the amino acids are formed, one thing you see that the both amino means NH2 group and carboxylic acid, that is COOH, both have ionizing capacity. Both have ionizing, means both amino groups and carboxylic group has ionizing capacity. And you see that this is an amino acid, understands? Now if it reduces H, if undergoes ionization, it will change into, when this amino acid undergo ionization, it will change into COOH ion, and this one means there is ionization of hydrogen ion, ionization of carboxylic group. If the amino acid is ionized, if this hydrogen comes on that positions, then it becomes NH3 and there is a positive charge. So this is the ionization of amino group, and in between this hence both ionization property is shown. So such group, understand, is called Jutter's ion, which shows the ionization properties of both amino group and carboxylic group. Understand? Here is only ionization shows by amino groups, in that by carboxylic group. Understands? And in that by carboxylic group, and here is both. So such type of ion is called Jutter's ion. That is about the amino acids. And when many amino acids combines with each other by a peptide bonds, that will form protein. About that we will discuss in the others video. Next one is fatty acid. Fatty acid is the component of fat or lipids. Means when the lipid is hydrolyzed, then it changes into fatty acid plus glycerol. Understand? So fatty acid, it is a general formula of that. N is equal to 1, 2, 3, dot, dot, maybe. So it is the general formula of the fatty acids. Understand? And the fatty acid means methyl groups. In this, the missing group CS2. There are so many. There may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is thus. And now, as for examples, if N is 1, then CS3, CS2, COOH. Understand? If N is equal to 2, then CS2 will be 2, 1, and such amino fatty acid will be formed. Fatty acids may be saturated or unsaturated. Understand? It is of two types. One is saturated, next one is unsaturated. If only single bond is found between CC you know that they contain so many carbons. If only single bond is found, as for examples, like that, there is only a single bond is found between C, here is others. So then it is called saturated. If there is any double or triple bond is found, mainly double, but if there is double or triple bond found in between 2C, that is called unsaturated. Suppose here is a double bond, understand? 2 3 4 2 3 4. Means here is double bond is found. Understand? So such double or triple bonds may be found. So if such type of compound is found in the fat, that is known as saturated. So depending on the presence of single or double bond, it may be saturated and unsaturated. If it is single bond, that will be saturated. If it's a double or triple bond, then it will be unsaturated. So the fatty acid. The fatty acid, I have just told you, the fatty acid, when the fat or lipid is oxidized, is hydrolyzed, then it will be fatty acid plus glycerol. Glycerol is That is, so there is 3 hydroxyl group, so we can say that trihydroxypropane. Lipid is a fatty acid plus glycerol. OH is the functional group alcohol, so the all we can use. Means we use the all due to functional group OH, that which is the functional group of alcohol. So it is trihydroxypropane. Then these compounds, and when sometimes this lipid with combined with phosphorus, that is called phospholipid. And about phospholipid, you have already studied that cell membrane is composed of protein plus phospholipid. Understand? So lipid combines with phosphorus. So you can say that lipid is composed of fatty acid plus glycerol. This is the fatty acid. The fatty acid may be saturated or non-saturated due to presence of single bond or double bond. And the glycerol is the trihydroxypropane. This lipid is sometimes mixed with phosphorus, then it is called phospholipid. And you know that phospholipid is found in cell membrane. The cell membrane as protein plus phospholipid you have already studied. So that's last for today.